everybody. In this tutorial we are going to show how the way to make a design inside the assembly mode, in addition to learn the way to deal with family tables and Creo parameters. So our final output will be this assembly. It's simple. Okay. Now let we start with new assembly file. As we see here, we have no parts. So let me go to settings, tree filters, and activate features, placement folder, apply OK. Now I need to create a new part. So I will take from here create. Then I will name this to M1. I'll take empty from here. Then OK. Now as we see, we have M1 part in the model tree. Let me open this part. As we see here, we have no coordinate system and no planes, so we'll just make a click here and another click here to add coordinate system and data planes. So let me go back. As we see here, we have 6 different planes, 3 for the assembly file and 3 for my part. So now let me activate this part in order to make sketches and draw here. Now I'll take this plane and make a sketch. Now I'll get this system file or sketch. Then okay. Now I'll set this distance to 0. Also I will set this one to 0. Then okay. Now I need to extrude this sketch, so I'll make an extrude here with this value. Then okay. Now I will take this plane and make another sketch here. Now I'll take this line as a reference. Also I'll take this one to be another reference. I need this angle to be 45. I will add a center line here. Then mirror this assembly about this center line. Sorry, this sketch. I will extrude it up to this surface with cut material. Then okay. Now I will activate the assembly file. So now this part will be my base for this assembly. So if I edit its definition here, as I see I have default. So we've done with this. Now let we take a look on the main assembly again. We've done with this part. So now we are going to create this part. As we see here, it's the same as the part we created, just we have one difference here. It's this distance. So we need to create the same as this part, but this time with a distance to be higher or bigger than this one. So if we open this part, we go to tools, then family table, then we will add a column here. Okay, so what we need here is to change one dimension. So we stay on the default, it's a dimension. We make a click here, then we choose the dimension that we want to change. So let me take this one, then okay. Now I need to add another row here. Now we need to enter the new value for this dimension that we want to change. So we'll take this value, then okay. Now let we go to open here. Now let me save this part. It's m1.prt. Now if we take a look here, we have m1.prt and we have m1 underscore int m1.prt. Now this is our original part, and that one we've created with the family table. So let we make sure from this one. Let we open it. Okay. Now if we check this distance, it will be that one we've just inserted in the family table. So this is the way how to deal with family table to change any dimensions in our parts. So now let we get back to the assembly. So this is our assembly. To activate this, now I need to add another part. It's this one. We just make a reorientation for the model. Okay. Now I will take a coincidence from here. So in this case, I need to take an edge. So I need this edge to be coincident with this one. Also, I need this surface to be coincident with this one. Again, I will take an edge from here and take this edge to be coincident with this one. Now I have another fully constrained part. Then I'll click OK. Now again, I will have this part again. By the same way, we will join it with this part here. So we need this to be coincident with this. Also, I need this to be coincident with this. Okay. Now I will have another M1 part again. As we see here, we have two versions from M1. One that we just created by the family table and the original one. So we'll take this one. We will reorient this part and make these connections by the same way we've just made. Okay. So now let's move to another part that we create M2 parts. Okay. Now let we open it, then add this. Okay. Now we need to activate this part. Sorry. Then make a sketch over here. I will get another file, system file. I will set this distance 0. Also I will set this one 0. Then okay. Now I'll take this sketch and make another extrude here. This time with this distance. Then okay. I'll take this plane and make another sketch. In this case I will take this line as a reference. Also I'll take this one. Now I need to set this angle to 45. Then okay. I will extrude it up to this surface this time. Cut material. Then I will mirror this cut about this plane. Okay. Now let me open this part and make a save here and go back to my assembly. Okay. Now let me edit the definition for this part and delete this one. Okay. Now I need this surface to be coincident with this one. Sorry. I need this edge to be coincident with this one. Okay. Now I need this surface to be coincident with this. Also I need this edge to be coincident with this one, and this one to be coincident with this one. By this way I have a fully constrained part. Now let me show again our main assembly. As we see here, we have this part. It's the same as this, but with two differences here. Now we have the cut just from one side, as we see here. We have the cut just from this side, we haven't it from here, and we have a difference in the total length of this part. So if we edit the dimension here, we have this value for the total length. So again, we go back to our assembly now. We open this part. Okay. Now if we go to tools, family table, now we need to modify two things here. The first one is this dimension. If we take it, we have to modify this one. And the other thing here, we need to define or redefine one feature. It's that we take this mirror, for example, then okay. Now if we add another row, so in the second part we deal with this row. We need this value, the length to be this one, and this feature we have two options here: yes or no. No, we do not show it, and yes, it will be showed. So in this case, we do not want to show this feature, so we will take n, then okay, then we will save this. Now if you make an open here, we have m1, our bar, this one, and if we show m2, now m2 we have just one cut, because we set this cut here with no, and we modify the total length. So no need to redraw this part again. Now let me get m2 this part. Let me reorient this part. Okay, then in this case I need this face to be always coincident with this one. Another thing here, I need this edge to be coincident with this one. Finally, I need this surface to be coincident with this. Now I need another part to set it here, but as we see the same part, we cannot join it with this end. We need the same part as this one, but this time as we make a mirror for it in order to be able to join it with this end. So what we will do here is to open this part, we go to save as and mirror apart. We'll create a mirror from this part with keeping the first one. So we need to mirror the geometry with features. Now if we want to show it, if we have a look here, then if we show this part, it will be like this. We just make a mirror for this part and give it a new name. Let it be M3 for example. Then okay. Now let we go back to our assembly here and bring M3 part. Now by the same way, we repeat all the constraints for this part. This completes this tutorial. Thanks for watching.